Oddly enough, I've always been directed in terms of, I feel like I had to kind of reintroduce myself, especially given the length of time it's been since the last post. My last post was back in March. Back in March, and we're near the end of August, about approaching September. A lot of months, a lot of time has passed by, and I wanted to highlight a lot of the changes that has occurred within that time frame. Especially at the point when I did post a video of the importance of change. I was at the pinnacle where change was trying to meet me. The transformation that I was talking about, also, honestly speaking, all of the signs that I was also seeing, and as well as just seeing myself in a different light that I couldn't fathom yet because I didn't know who I was. Confronted by change, I was still being held back by my own fears, ideologies, so it wasn't allowing me to be able to truly see things clearly and honestly see myself clearly as well, especially since I was being compounded by fear. And once I kind of opened myself up and allowed myself to kind of be in a space of gratitude, have that self-awareness to acknowledge that yes, I am fearful. I am scared of new things and challenges, but just because I am fearful does not mean that I will not continue to keep going and keep moving. I will not allow that to be the reason as to why I will stall and be stagnant in my life when I know greatness is around the corner. Now that I'm an example of how change can look like, we can see that change can be a beautiful thing. Change forces us to be open and forces us to be willing to see new things in a different light. One of those things that I would like to highlight as well, expectations. Oh my goodness. As humans, we always have the highest expectations for things and even for ourselves. And honestly speaking, having expectations is a good thing. But when it comes to a cost where it can be self-debilitating, where your expectations has now allowed you to kind of feel shameful, or even you're feeling like you're judging yourself, it's okay. You know, we are supposed to be, and we are perfectly imperfect. You know, as long as we're trying, we are succeeding. That's all that matters, you know? And for that alone, opening yourself up to criticism, opening yourself to judgment, also opening yourself to making mistakes, that showcases that you are human. And we're not meant to do things perfect the first time around. It's impossible to do things perfect the first time around. You know, we are bound to make mistakes, and it's through our mistakes is how we're able to learn, and through practice, it's how we're able to master. In my life, there's been a lot of changes, especially considering the fact that my relationship is now public. If you guys are not too familiar, which is okay, I'm in a relationship with Global Boga. We've been together for a year and some change, almost a year and a half. And with that, it has come with a lot of changes, especially for me. I basically kind of backpacked my life back and forth to America and to Ghana. And the way I love it here in Ghana. I've always been telling people, like, Ghana is literally the wave. There's a level of peace here that honestly is unmatched or cannot be found living in America. My people's, my Americans, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because living in America, it's fast paced. Like, if you don't keep up, you are surely going to fall. I kind of came out of that and entered in a space of abundance and entered in a space of, I guess you can say, of freedom, especially coming here to Ghana. I've learned to realize that my worth isn't tied to materialistic items, nor is it tied to me working an obscene amount of hours for a job that I don't like. What I tie my identity to is what is that makes me happy, what it is that makes me feel good about myself, and what it is that I would love to continue to aspire for others, as well as be an inspiration for myself. Letting go of those expectations, and honestly speaking, forgiving myself too. Like, forgiveness was such a major thing. I hadn't realized how much I was so hard on myself, and quite frankly was blaming myself because I wasn't able to amount to all of this high expectations that I had set based off societal views that weren't even really contingent to me and my happiness. And once I kind of was able to be in a space to let that go, it was very freeing. My time here in Ghana has been very healing for my growth and also for my soul. Of course, having my mans with me does help as well, but also, I guess you can say, escaping the matrix in a way. I've traveled back and forth to Ghana for about 7-8 times and staying for a long period of time in between. And in that time frame, it has opened me up to seeing what it is that I hold dear to me. And I hold dear is my family. I love my family so much. I have a great relationship with my family members, specifically with my mom and my dad and my sister. I hold them so dear to my soul. Like, they make me so happy. And then even though that I'm away and traveling, I always make a point to be able to keep in contact with them. They're literally they're my everything. And of course, me and my mans, my man, that's super silent pervert. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my man as well, he makes me so happy. And honestly, I'm finally discovering who I am. And to be in a space, be able to do that and not have to worry and not be judged has been a very great thing. From this experience, that me keeping a positive mindset, that no matter what, that whatever thing that happens, always happening for me. It's always happening to be able to guide me, center me, and also continue to propel me on my journey of ascension, And for that, I'm truly grateful for the journey in itself. I love the journey. Journey in itself, even though it may appear to be long and it may appear to be scary, but for the things that you really want, sometimes it's going to be hard to get it. And I know what I want in life. And that's true happiness. Also seeking freedom, child, because free me, Jesus, free me. Free me, because child, ain't no one got time for American, man. No one got time for that. I'm able to do anything as I please in terms of tailoring my whole experience around my creativity, love, peace, joy, happiness. I want to tailor my life around those things. And however it means to kind of get there, I want to have that freedom to explore that. I just want to have the freedom just to be me without the limitations, without the expectations, and honestly, without the worry and stress. Worry and stress don't do you nothing. it doesn't do you any good. It's not worth it at all. If anything, I would love to leave this with you guys and find what it is that you find true happiness in. Whether it be through exploring some creative ventures, whether it be exploring some hobbies, or whether it be just traveling. Honestly, the joy of traveling has opened me up to a lot of experiences, and my joy of traveling had led me to Ghana and led me to meeting the love of my life, you know? So I would invite you guys to be able to take a minute and explore what it is that makes you happy. And once you find that thing, have that be the focal point to wrap your life around, to ensure that you are able to continue to obtain it. Allow that to be the focal point, you know, in terms of tailoring everything around supporting you and your dreams and your happiness. Everything after that, the universe will take care of the rest. The universe, the wonderful thing about it is that all it wants is to make us happy. It listens to us, and it does everything in its power just to ensure that it's able to bring in anything that we believe we are worthy of. And if you believe you are worthy of great things, you believe that you are worthy of happiness, love, and peace and joy, then that is what the universe will provide you. But you need to be open and willing to acknowledge that for yourself, and also be open and that is all for you. This whole thing is tailored. This whole life, this matrix, this simulation is tailored for you and for your happiness. Okay? And however your happiness looks like, take it. Don't worry about what other people think. And for that, unfortunately, that's why haters comes about. When people hate, it's because they feel like they're not able to get that from themselves. Keep going, alright, y'all? Like, this is not the end for y'all, alright? So let this be my testimony, okay? I'm a testimony of this. This is never the end, only the beginning, okay? And, yeah. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.
So soft, come make a thing in your trip. Valentine, your door. I will make you the happiest in the world. These be the words you said to me, you're my word.